My name is Farieed and I drive this double delivery AE86. There's not much to tell. This is a basic Toyota Corolla, and by basic I mean wind up windows, no AC, manual transmission. It's not much to do. Is they don't sell them like these anymore, they don't make them like these anymore, but yeah. I would say probably when I was about 8 or 9 years. That's when my dad used to carry us drag racing up at Waterview. Used to be a bunch of us cousins and stuff full of the big maxi, and we go up there. And from drag I get into the little car show vibe that they used to have in the pits at drag racing back then. And it just morphed into solo decks, and then from solo decks was drag and wine, and I wanted more, and that led me to where I am now. Professional is a far-fetched term for me. I don't want to use the term professional, but if you have to say I've only been on the scene since like about 2009. I've been on the scene with Kerry and Devon and them back then, and I had some hiatuses in between there, like a 3 years lapse, a 2 year lapse. So I've been in it off and on. Specs on this car. Well, it's simple. It's a 20 valve black top engine with a stock T50 trans. It's a stock LSD diff. The coilovers in front are homemade. The back is running on RSR springs, and the rest of bits it have 1 or 2 little TRD bars, and the rest of the bits is just, as you can see. I love that this car keeps me in check as a driver. It's a bitch to drive. It keeps doing what it's want, and you have to try and maneuver the car and keep it sideways, always clutch kicking, always downshifting or upshifting. And if you don't know what you're doing with this car, trust me, it will make you a passenger. A lot. I face problems in everything I do. But before track day, everything will work out smooth, like the week before the event. And on the event day, I would either have mechanical issues or issues with myself, as in too much of butterflies in my stomach, and I don't know what I'm going to do up there, and I will spin out sometime, look like a fool, but that's alright, that is me. Outside of that, the car is reliable when it works, but it's down so much that people think the car has a problem, but it doesn't. It's just me. I's the one doing the fixing, so I's really the problem. Who I would like to tandem with locally? Myself. There's nobody else that could drive like me, right? But outside of that, there is a grey, well, it used to be grey. It wrapped in a specific tire brand. I'm not calling the name of the car, I'm not calling the person who's driving the car. They know themselves. I want to make that 2-door car into a 4-door car. Right? So there's some marks I want to leave on the doors. You know yourself. I call you out already, personally. Why drift and not drag? Alright, it's simple. Drag is a money man sport. And my pocket's really shallow. So with drift you can keep it simple. Once you have enough power to slide the car, you weld up the diff, which is where all of we started on chop springs, welded diff, and you just slide the car and have fun. What I think could be done to further the drift in this country, togetherness, right? I mean, everybody have their little clubs that they're dealing with, but at the end of the day, we all need to have one big drift event, all of you on the track at the same time. Yeah, that's what we need. Don't. Right? Just stay far away from the sport. Too much of a bacchanal, and it'll take too much time from you. But nah, seriously, if you want to start drifting, the best way to do it is, well, obviously with a rear-wheel drive car, and keep it non-turbo, because turbo does give you a problem. Turbo expensive. And just learn the real grassroots of the sport, which is without angle kits, without big power, and once you could get to learn your car like that, you'll be a good driver. Drifting is a waste of money. I mean, the amount of money you spend on this sport, trust me, you could, I don't know, you could buy a house, you could probably start your own business, right? But the man who say you can't buy happiness, lie. Because drifting makes me happy, and I would spend my last dime on a tire to go up there and drift. Staying alive, I would like to stay alive at the end of 2020. But this Rona, but yeah, 2020 is just about finishing off the year and look forward to what 2021 brings. And in 2021, I want to be able to have more seat time. So I want to go up there probably, if not every week, every other week. I haven't fans. Yeah, fans. I don't know. You always see the car more. The car has been off of the scene for a while, and when it is there, it either gives trouble or it doesn't stay for long. So you'll see it more. Most memorable moments with this car would be teething our practice in Chaguanas, and that was a Sunday evening. I went to a location that is owned by the government, and I thief our practice in the car park, and in second gear the car grip up, and I run into the people on them curb, mash up the rim, mash up the steering rack, and I had to limp home, park the car up, and don't tell a soul what happened. But you know now. Call outs. Right. Well, yeah, as I said before, that gray car that wrapped, outside of that, everybody. I calling out drag men who think they could drift. I calling out circuit men with all your, if all you want to bring all your front wheel drive Civic and try a thing, bring it. Shout out. I want to thank my wife, my son, for allowing me to invest so much into the sport and giving me the time to go up there, hang out with these guys, have fun, do what I love. I want to thank everybody else that supported me in the past, my team, Drift Shenanigans, alright, and everybody else that know themselves. Yeah, I want to thank the fans that they say I have. Yeah.